Mick, Colin,
Yeah.
first time I've been down to your club down here in Bury, but obviously I've bumped into you numerous occasions, usually at the championships, and I think it was about when I first started doing this, about 6 years ago, I bumped into you with a young kid with a fantastic name for boxing in young Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
And a super talent, and that, like I said, must have been about 6 years ago. A little kid, he ended up being GB #1 at 52 kilos, was he?
Yeah.
And one of many that you produced. Obviously, Amir being probably the most famous.
Yeah, but he's
Scott Quigg.
like I always said to Amir, he knows he only got treated the same as everybody else. I don't treat anybody different. When they say who's your best boxer, we have no best boxers. They're all boxers. They all try their best. They don't get treated any different. Amir will tell you straight away. If he come here now, he'd say, Mick treats me as he treats everybody, as a human being.
That may be so, but I mean, people travel. I mean, young Muhammad Ali is a kid from Yorkshire, isn't he? Same with Ibi, who spoke to you before.
Yeah, travel an hour here and an hour back. Why did they do that?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'll tell you, because I treat them as a human being.
Yeah?
When you treat people as you want treating yourself, then they'll travel.
Well, obviously you're doing
Costs
something
them
right.
a lot of money in petrol,
Definitely.
time, an hour here and an hour back. That's 2 hours travelling.
And it's not the easiest of journeys, is it? That
Not in
motorway
not
can be
in
an
winter
absolute-
when there's snow on floor and there's fog, it's hard. But they come because we treat them as human beings.
And the respect that they show to us as well for what we're doing, even with their own families. Like I say, they trust us with their kids, and it's a big thing, especially with the Asian kids. And we're invited to their Eid and all their festivals, and they still enjoy our festivals. And it's a family thing, once you get into it.
Well, you two are like family, because I never see one without the other. So how long have you two been working together?
25 years.
Yeah.
25 years? But you've been in as a coach down here for, what did you say, 56 years?
55. 50, well, it is 56.
Been all over the place, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, how did you two get together then?
Through work.
We used to work together.
Doing what?
Well, I worked in engineers and Colin worked
in the printing. It was one of the biggest employers in Bury at the time, wasn't it? Yeah. Transparent Paper Mill. I think it was a big company.
Yeah.
And I boxed years ago when I was a kid at Ardwick Lads Club in Ancoats, Beswick.
Yeah.
And then we got talking one day and Mick said, well, if you want to come up and give us a lift, and it's just carried on from there.
I mean, it's all time consuming now, isn't it? I mean, literally, it's your whole life though, isn't it? This.
Yeah, I must have been to 20 countries, different countries.
Denmark, Sweden, Germany,
all over.
Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland, and they always look after it. Everywhere we go,
Get treated with respect.
I remember, do you remember that time we boxed at Bangor University? And we walked in and it was a dinner do. And they just went quiet, and a standing ovation going in, here's Bury Amateur Boxing Club. No matter where we go, they know where Bury Amateur Boxing. And going home was the same thing, wasn't it, when we was coming home? Them lads have got a long way to go to get back home. Brilliant.
It must be nice. I mean, listen, all your coaches work ridiculously hard in this game, but you've seemed to got everyone's respect in this game. I've never heard a bad word said about this club or yourselves.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a lot of arguments with because I speak my mind. Because the one thing I do is look after my lads. I don't let anybody try and swing you faster on me or anything. I've had fights with coaches, I've had all sorts, because you always get the clever buggers who think they can pull the wool over. I've been in this game all my life, I know all the tricks, every trick there is.
But you're not just man and boy, but it's your whole family. Your dad, your brothers.
My mum was secretary, she was secretary all her life.
Well, I'm going to come down because there's some amazing photos on the walls and everything. I'm really looking forward to it because the story of this place is an amazing story. But
many years ago I was in London, the Bloomsbury Hotel in London for the National Junior Championship finals, and we were walking down the road in the afternoon and somebody balls out, "Hello Mrs Jelly," waving, and the lad who we took down said, how do they know you? I said, we know everyone, wherever we go.
It's great, the boxing community though, it is good, isn't it? I mean, I know you all argue and bicker every now and then, but it's a very close community, isn't it? Because none of you do it for money.
No.
And when you consider the hours that you all put in, it's quite amazing, you know. I think you all deserve to be rewarded a little bit, but that'll probably never happen.
Well, Mick received Freeman of the City 18 months ago. About 18 months ago, which I think was a fabulous thing.
Oh, Bury, is that,
From Bury, And you've got to quite a lot of them things, don't you, them days?
I suppose it's nice, I suppose, when the kids, you know, years later, walking down the street, "Hi Mick," you know.
He can feed his sheep in Bury Park, you know.
That's it, isn't it? I think when you get the, when they do the same down in London, that's the benefit. You can walk your sheep over Tower Bridge without paying.
I can walk them over
Bury Bridge,
But like we were saying before, it's your whole family, your whole life has been involved around boxing. And I was looking at the pictures of on the wall there with your brothers, your youngest of 4. And it just seems like it's been all consuming.
But our wives have got to put up with. They put up with a lot.
Susan, hell of a lot.
That telephone never stops ringing.
But you don't have a mobile, do you?
No. No. Now, if Amir were here, he'd tell you, I'm the only one with sense. Because if I had a telephone,
you'd have no peace.
Be off it. So I don't get minded.
Well, let's go on to Amir. He's fighting at the weekend. No one knows him better than you two. He's got a really hard task. He's fighting, I think, number 2 in the world for pound. Terence Crawford. He's a little bit special. I know Amir is, but you know, probably a big underdog really. But how do you feel? You
never know on the night.
Boxing is very funny. You know. Anything can happen.
Correct. You have a bad day, same as the footballers. I mean, you can have a bad day.
The problem, you say, I've never been with pros. I've never done any. I don't want to go down that route.
No.
And the route why I don't want to go down it is because I can tell you 50%. Well, I can tell you 90% of winners before they get it ringed. It's not a sport that I like, professional boxing. I've never, I go and watch it, I've been to all, I mean, this is, well, I think this might be the first one that I miss, but amateur professional boxing to me is, well, they make a living, and that's what it's all about. I don't like it. I'd rather watch 2 little kids get in a ring and try their hardest and see who comes out the winner. Because professional boxing, if there's 10 bouts,
it's because money's involved, and once money comes involved, it cuts everything, doesn't it? You know, that's a sad thing. But you know, as we were saying before, you know, maybe yes, it's a sport, but it's a business before it's a sport. And as amateurs, it's a sport, and there's no business with it. So.
And for the money involved, you know what I mean, boxing's an hard game, you know that yourself. And when you see these footballers on £500,000 a week, you know what I mean, just get in a ring and do 9 rounds, you know, 9 cents.
I know, it's crazy. It's not. It's the disparities between the money that footballers earn and and what boxers earn. I mean, it's only 1% of the boxing community that make any money, and they can make good money. But the rest of us, you know, all the guys who are fighting on the shows that I work on are all doing it for peanuts. They're all doing it because they just want to see how far they can go. That's what they want to do. They want to see what the best them can be, if you know what I mean. And that's what I love about boxing. It's being the best you, isn't it? Doesn't really matter whether you win or lose. It's just be the best you.
But I mean, they treat you as a piece of meat.
True.
You know, and I don't like that.
But do you think he can cause an upset?
I do. Yeah.
He's fast enough. He's young enough, isn't he?
He's when Amir goes into a fight, like I said,
110%.
He gives 110%.
Without doubt. He'll be as fit as a flea on the day.
He'll want to win. He's not going in there to lose. He's going in there to win. And whether he gets it or not, whether he gets knocked out, whether he not, I don't think he'll knock Crawford out. Over there, he's
it's going to be hard, isn't it?
It's so well liked.
But in America, he's a big draw.
Big draw.
Yeah.
Big draw.
He went over there as a young boy, didn't he, really? I mean, what, 21, 22, when he went over to America, and basically spent the majority of his career over there. So
love him to bits.
He's not going to be in the away corner there. You know, he's as big a name as Terence Crawford is.
Yeah.
So.
See, Crawford's moved up, hasn't he? In weight.
That's a move,
he's moved up. He's moved up, hasn't he? So, I mean, Amir will. I think he'll give him a good fight because he's a southpaw, and Amir's used to southpaws. He's fought a lot, and he knows how to angle them. It'll be good. In fact, I was watching Crawford yesterday when he fought a lad from Australia, and you know, lad from Australia. Alright, it was too clever for him, you know, with Crawford, but it was a good bout, you know. I mean, that's all you can, you know, all you want is for a lad to go in and not get it, and show his, you know, show his ability, what he can
respect your opponent,
I
think he'll, you know, we'll have to wait and see. It's like anything.
That's what we all love about boxing. It can surprise us all. Who would have thought Buster Douglas would have turned over Tyson all those years ago? So I know. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure coming down here. Like I say, I've seen you all the time, both of you. You know, fantastic double acts, and you're producing champions all the time, and all different styles. There's no set style with your club, is it? You try and bring out the best of all your fighters.
The thing is with boxers, you've got to work to what they can do. It's no good trying to teach your fighter. See, when Eddie Lewis used to box on me,
he could fight.
I used to have arguments with England. They said he can't box. I said, no, he can't box.
But he can fight.
I said, he can fucking well fight though, can't he? I said, how can you box when you've only got arms that are fucking long? I said, you've got to get in and bang you. And that's what he did. Now that would, you know. Now, if you've got somebody at 6 foot with arms like that, he can make a boxer out of him. Like, everybody's made differently. And you've got to. How I look at boxing, I look at the opponent and say, right, that's his strengths, that's his weaknesses, and that's what you've got to go in. You've got to go in that ring and look for their weaknesses and do what the corner man tells him to do. Now, Amir, if you told him to do something, he'd do it. Now, we had a lad here, what I told you,
Ali.
And that's the difference. The difference.
He's young, he'll learn.
Well.
He's got that chip. No,
Amir, if I said run away, he'd run away. If I said get in that ring and knock all the shit out of him, he'd knock all the shit out of him. And that was the difference. We went to the qualifiers for the Olympics in Bulgaria. And he fought a Romanian. This Romanian was 34-year-old, and he was good. And when I mean good, He was absolutely brilliant. When you watched the video with him, you couldn't see a fault. And Shah said to me, how's you going to beat him? And I watched the video 4 times. And I said, I still haven't got any answers. But I said, I'll find one.
Well, you know, you don't go on.
And he said, right. So I said, come on, we'll go for a walk. We went for a half-an-hour walk, come back. I said, I've got the answer. He said, you haven't. I said, I've got the answer. I said, put the video on. Put the video on. I said, that other kid hasn't hit that, lad. I said, now Amir's got to go out that first round and hit him with the hardest fucking punch he's ever sent. I said, that's the answer. And he went in, hit this lad with a right hand, and he won every round by a straight. And all the English team said, you found the answer, didn't you, mate? I said, yes. I said, that was it. And I went to that lad, and you can ask Shah, and I wrapped my arms around him, and I started crying. And Shah said, why have you done that? I said, because that lad has been hoping to go to the Olympics since he started boxing when he was about 10 years old, and he's 34 years old now. I said,
you just took his dream away.
He will never ever go to the Olympics again. I said, that's why I felt sorry for him. I said, I wanted Amir to win, but I still felt sorry for that other kid, because that other kid, that was his goal, to get to the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, one last question then. I know you can't pick one of your own fighters as a favourite guy you've worked with, but obviously you've seen the best in the world. Who's the best guy that you've seen in person? You know, you've watched and gone, God, that kid's good.
I've seen that many.
Yeah, it's hard. But there must be one that just sticks out in your mind. You think, God, that kid was good.
No, because every time you go to a show, you'll see a good fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Now next week you might go to a show and see the same lad and he might fight like a load of crap. So you can't say, you know, you might watch a fight and think that's absolutely brilliant, you know what I mean? But it's a different fight next time.
Yeah. It's a funny old sport, isn't it?
Now there was a lad called Colin Jones.
Brilliant, yeah. Wonderful. Welsh
Jones,
yeah.
I watched him when he was 17 years old, went semi-finals at Bellevue, knocked his lad out. Now when he turned pro, he fought a lad twice, fought British title I think it were, or
Kirtland Lang.
Kirtland Lang.
Twice, 9th round he got beat
knocked
up.
Knocked him out in 9th round.
He was brilliant on Kirtland Lang as well, wasn't he? The Matador.
So there you are, but now I had another lad called Tony Russo, and he went down to Birmingham. I fought a kid called Colonel Custer, they used to call him, and he was fighting for England and everything. He was a good one. Anyway, Tony knocked him out. Second round, bang, out. He got up, he said, I've never been knocked out before. He said, that's the first time I've ever been knocked out. He said, 3 weeks later, phone went, will he come down to so and so, he wants a return. So my dad said, yeah, we'll go down. Went down again. Second round, bang, put him out again. He said, we're not phoning up again. He said, I fought first time with a fluke. He said, second time we're same result.
Yeah.
And he didn't ask for a third time.
Well, like I say, I'm going to come back whenever it suits you, a week or so, whenever you're quiet.
Only a bit, because I'm going on holiday in May.
Well, let's say after your holiday then, whenever. It'd be lovely to come down here, and those pictures on the walls there, it's just, there's so many stories there, and I think we need to do this place a bit of justice. So thanks for your time.
It might be me knocked down.
Well, we're struggling with.
We're struggling.
Doesn't matter in that sense. Wherever it is, the history's still there. This is you two and all the other coaches that work with you.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Thanks for your time.
Oh no, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
See you later.
Cheers,
Bye bye.
boss.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.